Welcome back to the third hour of Today. I'm Chanel Jones. Al and I are working from home, and Craig is back in Studio 1A. Guys, we all know people turn to sports for an escape during tough times, but right now that's just not possible. But I can tell you, we just learned that the PGA Tour hopes to resume golf tournaments in June. So that is certainly something to look forward to, especially with no baseball and no Summer Olympics. So we'll give you a little glimmer of good news this morning. And speaking of the Olympics, skiers are now pitching in with a grassroots initiative. It's called Goggles for Docs, donating ski and snowboard goggles to healthcare workers on the front lines. Here to tell us more is one of the world's best skiers, two-time Olympic gold medalist Mikaela Shiffrin. She's at home in Edwards, Colorado. Thank you for talking with us today, Mikaela.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
So let's talk about this. This is a really creative idea. I was just looking at this here. It was launched late last month by the general manager of Berkshire East Mountain Resort in Massachusetts. And tell me if I have this right. It just involves donating ski goggles, or really any goggles used in action sports. Is that right?
Yeah, any goggles. I mean, if you have pretty much anything that could qualify as eyewear or protective eyewear, I think. But yeah, I mean, the main industry that supplies goggles is really ski and snowboard. So it's super cool. And I heard about it actually a little more than a month ago, kind of in the beginning of it. And now, at this point, they've donated over 30,000 goggles to healthcare workers and hospitals. And U.S. Ski and Snowboard, my kind of governing body itself, is a drop-off location, and they've donated over 560 pairs as of yesterday. So it's making a difference, I think. And you can go on the website on gogglesfordocs.com and actually search locations that are more in need than others, or you can search locations that are closer to you. So it's a really good, amazing way to connect people who want to help with the hospitals and healthcare system that needs the help.
It's such a great idea. I have to tell you, I never really thought about a ski accessory helping medical workers on the front lines, but here we are and it works. Tell me about this virtual fundraising event tomorrow night. I was looking at your Instagram page. I know you've been posting performance videos on social media. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun for a good cause.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. It's the virtual après-ski music series in partnership with Reverb, and basically every Friday evening they are doing sort of a Facebook Live event, après-ski concert style thing, and every week a different professional musician, I'm not professional, but a different professional musician is hosting it. And this week it's going to be KT Tunstall, and I am doing an opening performance. So yeah, it should be. I think the actual concert is going to be great. My portion, we'll see, but I think it's going to be really fun, and
that'll be great too. So speaking of music and joy, tell me. So I know I just mentioned to our viewers you're at home in Colorado. Tell me who you're sheltering in place with, what you guys are doing to pass the time. I'm not a stalker. I promise you, I'm not just staring at your Instagram page, but I know there's also been a lot of dancing.
There's been a lot of dancing, yeah. I am at home with my mom. My brother and his fiance have been working from home here, so we're all together. I feel really lucky to have family around, especially my dad passed away unexpectedly in the beginning of February, and we've really honestly been kind of overwhelmed with the aftermath of that and trying to get our lives just sort of back in order. He was obviously head of household for our family, but also sort of the CEO of me and the Shiffrin skier. So I'm sort of taking over that role now, which is not a bad thing, but it's just overwhelming. So we've been busy.
Mikaela, thank you so much for talking with us. And you know what? You bring up a good point. I hope this is a time of healing for you guys as well. Thank you for talking with us. And I should mention, for more information on Goggles for Docs, you can head to thirdhourtoday.com. Thank you, Mikaela.